How's it going, everybody? Today we're going to be playing some P.E.K.K.A Bridge Spam because the P.E.K.K.A evolution did get a buff and the recent changes, and I just want to test it and see if this deck is good. You know, OG, kind of like an OG P.E.K.K.A deck right here. I don't have Magic Archer just because I think minions are a little bit better at just pressuring, especially in a deck like this, and Magic Archer P.E.K.K.A isn't really a thing anymore. It's crazy to think about that because, like, a few years ago, this deck was, or that deck was super popular, and just P.E.K.K.A in general, before, you know, all the changes that have happened to the game. P.E.K.K.A was a solid deck, and then it went really bad for a while, then it got super broken for a while, and then recently it was terrible for a few months, or since they nerfed it, and then they did change the P.E.K.K.A evolution to buff it again a little bit. So we'll see if it makes it better. I'm going to see today if this is actually usable on ladder. We're facing 3.0 Expo in the first game. I don't love that. I'm not going to lie. I don't actually know how in the world to play this matchup, but I'm going to figure it out as we go. So I'm just going to cycle the Battle Ram the back and see what he does want to do. I got to be careful of Evo Archers split. The Teslas in the middle are pretty much unkillable with this deck. I don't have a big spell, so I'm assuming this is probably his matchup, even though I do have arrows for the Archers. It doesn't really matter. If he plays well, the arrows are going to be a little bit insignificant. But just going to cycle the Ghost to back. I think this is going to be all about waiting for that one time to get a good lock. Or not a lock, but like a good push going. I might play some aggressive P.E.K.K.As to back, potentially, depending on if I get some elixir leads in double, but we'll see. I'm just going to chill for a single. There's no reason. He's just going to split to his Evos as fast as humanly possible, which is no bueno for us. But I'm just going to arrows this one in case we catch Skellies, maybe. Oh, I was hoping we'd maybe get the Skeletons in that arrows, but it's all good. I think P.E.K.K.A is a fun card to use now that it isn't super oppressive and overpowered. Compared to what it was a few months ago when everyone would just P.E.K.K.A the back first play with the Chef Tower too. Oh gosh, I don't even want to think about that right now. That was miserable. But I mean, this season's been interesting. I don't really know. The meta is kind of shaping up a little odd. There's a lot of recruits still. I hope the recruits get a nerf. But there's not a ton of like just super solid decks. There's a lot of decks that are good, but nothing super broken except like a few. There's like RG Monk. I hate RG Monk. I can't lie. He's going to go Expo. We can just go P.E.K.K.A here. I personally think that the Evo Hunter might need a nerf. It's really broken from what I've been experiencing recently on ladder, but just gonna go for the minions like this to kill the Expo. He goes, oh my gosh, that is very aggressive. I'm just gonna ram him opposite lane here and see what he wants to do for that. There's the archers. I can arrow that immediately. Nah, it's kind of a wasted arrows. I was trying to go battle ram like immediately because I knew he was low on elixir, but maybe I should have waited a second since it was the you know, I had plenty of time. I was in no rush, so I probably should have, you know what I should have done is set up something in the back and then battle rammed opposite lane, because he still couldn't have got back to his Tesla in time unless he played all of his bar. So I'm gonna go bandit like this for the E-Spear. We want to try and prevent as much damage as possible. Nobody's really doing anything on offense here. I mean, he tried one Expo. It's not really doing nothing for him as long as I have good defense. So just gonna go for the Ewas like this and then hopefully not get caught off guard by any type of Evo Archers. That's the goal here. So I'm going to P.E.K.K.A at the back. This is risky, I know, but I actually think it's fine. He's probably going to Expo the left-hand side if I had to guess. Right now, I do have my, yeah, he does go Expo. I do have my Battle Ram to tank, though, which is good. And then I can arrows on this left-hand side. We can get all of this in there. Look at the arrows. Super valuable arrows right there. Getting the Tesla in there, too. And then I can minions on top. The P.E.K.K.A is going to target the Expo, or the other way around. You know what I mean? So that's going to be fine. Bandit dashes on the Expo here. The P.E.K.K.A, though, on the right. Well, look at the healing. This is the buff right here, guys. The buff on these other units getting that heal effect back where it actually gets some health and barely do anything is definitely significant. He's gonna Expo again. You know what, I'm gonna let this lock. Actually, let's go battle ram behind this P.E.K.K.A because if I go Ewiz early, he's just going to easily fireball or like do something cheesy. So I'm going to be patient. We have to win the game on this push. This is like our only chance. So if he fireballs this, okay, yeah, we have to win. We have to win. We have to go all in here. Let's go for the bandit. There's the Evo Tesla. We cannot let that go back underground because it'll get another shockwave, and that cannot be happening. I can arrows the archers. I think we have him here. Yep, he's overwhelmed. I'm pretty sure we got him. There's no way. The bandit's in front of the P.E.K.K.A too. Perfect. The P.E.K.K.A is on tower. The battle ram is on tower. It's an evolution one too, so there's absolutely no way he can defend. And yep, just like that, we waited for the perfect situation to go in. It was stressful, but we did pull off a win against 3.0. Always a stressful deck to face, no matter what you have, honestly. The buff is actually pretty significant compared to what we were seeing last season. Honestly, when the P.E.K.K.A was swinging and like killing a cheap unit like an Archer or a Skelly, it doesn't really do anything, and the evolved one. So I definitely like the update, the change that they made, making the card at least a little bit more usable. I don't think it's going to be meta at all, or maybe a little bit like in a few decks, but other than that, not much P.E.K.K.A. But you know what? Honestly, there shouldn't be a ton of P.E.K.K.A anyways. It's definitely one of those archetypes that's like kind of niche, and you have to be, you know, smart to play it and actually like use it correctly. I know it seems like a bridge spam deck like this one, but you actually have to play well to have a chance in a lot of situations because, you know, you don't have a big spell, number one, and it's also hard to like break through if the opponent has, you know, a bunch of things like the Bowler, Executioner, Evos like that are really strong. Well, not Bowler's not Evo, but you know what I mean. So I'm gonna go for the battle ram on the right here and see what he wants to do. Oh, that's not good. Obviously, this actually could be really bad depending on if he has like a balloon or something. I have Ewas next, but I don't really know how I feel about this situation. I'm just gonna go Ghost. Hopefully that does enough. It's gonna die, unfortunately. Yeah, dang. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. You know what? We're good here. The barbs are gonna be annoying, but I can just go for the bandit to the left potentially. He has no barbs in cycle. I don't know his entire deck, so I'm just gonna cycle bandit and just figure out what he has. There's the lumberjack. Oh yeah, he already played that. I'm stupid. But it's all good. Let's go for the pack at the back. I think it's a safe situation because we have Ewiz to reset anything he tries to drop on top, and then I've got minions as well if we want to spam with maybe a battle ram opposite lane. We'll see what he does. He goes bowler the back. Yeah. So bowler, Inferno Dragon, barbs, Lumberjack Evo. So it's got to be Balloon, right? It has to be Balloon. I'm going to go for the Ram on this right-hand side right now. Oh, wow. He dropped an iDrag too. That's super good for me. I'm not going to zap on the left because we want to just let that P.E.K.K.A. do its thing. And he's going to have no elixir to defend that those Barbarians, which is super good for me. I'm just going to go for the Ewas down low. He's actually going to tank that entire thing. We have to kite this. He's going to freeze. He's going to freeze. He's going to freeze. Yep. I knew it. Yep. That's good. That's good. The Barb takes most of the tower, and that Ewas, or that Bandit, is going to kite the iDrag all the way over. What a freaking defense right there. I still have to be very careful because he's probably going to go for the Balloon here. Which is not great, but I'm just going to zap like this. Is he going to balloon? He is going to balloon. Okay. I'm going to go here. No, the timing is so bad. Okay, I think we're cooked. I'm not going to lie. Lumberjack's going to chop my Ewas like it's, I don't even know, a piece of bread or something, but that's going to be fine right there, and that dies. Okay, you know what? That could be worse. I'm honestly not mad about this situation. The Bandit does not dash. Oh, shoot. Oh my gosh, what? All right, this guy's crazy. Let's go for the packet like this to tank for the bowler. Hopefully, it's going to kill these barbs, which is super good. There's no way that lines up, right? He's going to go iDrag, right? So I've got my Ewas to reset if he does. Perfect, let's go. That's game. Let's freaking go. I'm actually going to go for the Ram opposite lane once I have enough here because, think about it, we want to dual lane pressure him. So I'm going to go for the Ram on 0 so he can't defend both sides. There's no way he defends both. There's just no way. I'd be genuinely shocked. So he's gonna be getting rammed on the right hand or the left hand side, and then he freezes. Yeah, I can go bandit, and I can just spam on the opposite lane here too in a second. Once he defends the bandit, he's dead to barbs and minions and all that stuff on the left. Yep, GG. Can't even defend the barbs. Evo barbs and that ram are actually very broken when they're on the tower. They take the entire tower by themselves. Okay, we're in a game here against this man. I was thinking about some different P.E.K.K.A. versions, like P.E.K.K.A. Ram Rider Lightning. I think that could be decent in the meta. Ram Rider is pretty good because there's a lot of just decks that, you know, like Ram Rider Lightning combination is so good because there's so many decks that have buildings and you're always going to get value on everything. Like even this guy's probably got RG Monk if he has Fisherman. Nice. That's actually really good right there. I'm going to zap this as well to get some damage. Okay, that's perfect. But like I was saying, Ram Rider Lightning is super good because you can always kill the support unit as well as a building. It's like super valuable with the Ram because you have to overcommit on the Ram quite a bit, honestly. And if you don't face a good player, like you can, I'm telling you, Ram Rider Lightning is a perfect combination for like mid ladder and stuff because even though there's some MK players and random deck players, you can usually control the game pretty well. But just going to go for the minions in the back and see what he wants to do. This matchup I actually don't think is that good, mainly because I don't have a big spell and the Hunter evolution is absolutely overpowered in this matchup. I can't kill it. So yeah, it's going to be rough here. I'm just going to go for the Ewas on top of this. Hopefully that bandit, oh, I was going to say hopefully the bandit doesn't die, but it just got absolutely destroyed. But, excuse me, by the Hunter, which is not good. But I'm just going to go for the zap, I guess, on top of this Fisherman, and we can just kind of chill here. So not bad. I mean, the way we're going to win this is definitely an Evo Ram, I think. But the question is when and where do I get that down? I don't really know what to do here. He's going to Hunter the back. Evo Hunter is going to be a nightmare, like I said, to try and even take out. But just going to cycle my arrows here. I don't know. This is going to be rough. You would think just on paper, right? P.E.K.K.A. versus RG or P.E.K.K.A. should win, but that's not really how it works anymore in Clash Royale with all the evolutions and stuff. Just gonna P.E.K.K.A. behinds. He does pop the ability. I can zap the Skellies. That's fine. The P.E.K.K.A. should take out the Monk. I can't believe the Monk kills minions, by the way. That is so ridiculous. That's gonna take that out right there. I mean, not horrible. I'm gonna go Ewas on 0 behind this because he's probably gonna go, yep, I was gonna say like Fisherman, or even if he goes Hunter, this is gonna be a good Ewas, I think. So that's fine. I should get some damage here. Ewas on tower, P.E.K.K.A. is gonna die. I'm gonna go Bandits on 0 here, and we're getting quite a bit of damage. He does have a Hunter next. Yeah, there it is. Oh man. You know what? Actually, I'm okay with this only because he had to use his Hunter, and now I don't really have to worry about it from now on, at least for a bit, until he cycles all the way back around. So I'm just going to go Ram, and then I'm going to go for the minions as well. I can zap this Fisher in a second. Hold up. No, he went for the E-Spirit. Dang it. That could have been such a nice lock right there. It's all good. Minions died to the Monk ability again, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Let's cycle the Bandit at the back. He can't really RG, of course. He has to like actually have a push to RG, but it's honestly, I don't know what this matchup is. I would say it's probably for them because of the Monk and Hunter, but we'll see. I'm just going to cycle my arrows on top of this Fisherman and the Hunter right there, and then minions the back. I don't know. I'm kind of nervous right now that we're going to get cooked by, like, a huge push, and then Evo Hunter gets my P.E.K.K.A, and then, like, I can just see it happening right now. I'm envisioning the loss, guys. Now, come on. I got to have confidence here. So he's going to go for the Hunter. Yeah, all right. That's, not amazing for me. I'm going to go P.E.K.K.A like this on top. That should be good enough to hopefully kill things. Maybe one of these days. He does have lightning, too. Okay. Honestly, I'm gonna go Ram. I know it's kind of aggressive, but I'm gonna go opposite lane with the Ram minions to be annoying. He's gonna E-Spirit this for sure. No, he goes, well, he does E-Spirit, but he Hunters. That's fine. We got his Evo Hunter. I didn't even realize he was back to Evo Hunter. What a zap! Nice! Okay, we got the Skellies in that zap. That was perfect. I didn't even really, well, I didn't, like, try to get them, but he kind of just played them directly into where I was gonna zap anyways, so I will take it. Gonna go Ram as well behind this. Perfect. That should be a connection, maybe. Please just give me something. I need something here. Nice. We got the game, I think. That's gonna be so much damage. I can Bandit in front of this, and then the Barbs are gonna take out the Monk for the most part. Well, they didn't really do that, but it's okay because the Ewiz will take out the Monk. It doesn't get reflected. Let's go, Ewiz. You are amazing. So that's going to be fine. Monk does kill the Ewiz eventually, but he's going to go RG soon, so let's set up our minions right now. There's the RG. We can go Rail Ghost. He's going to Fisherman, so I'm not going to P.E.K.K.A yet. There's the Fisher, of course, that we always anticipated. Then we can go P.E.K.K.A behind to kill the RG. Only one shot, please. Perfect. Okay. I would say we are thriving right now. I can go Ewiz like this to kill the Hunter, and we are in a very good spot. I'm going to go Ram opposite lane again. I know it's like, what are you doing? But just trust me. He's going to be struggling for elixir here. I'm going to zap these skellies, and I think he's dead because he can't defend that side. Has to defend the P.E.K.K.A with quite a bit more elixir. P.E.K.K.A, 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 P.E.K.K.A. Let's freaking go. And we take the victory. Wow, that was a stressful game, but we managed to just pull it off and get his Evo Hunters out of cycle. That's really what won us the match, I think. I've got kind of an unpopular, or maybe it's a popular opinion, I don't know at this point what people be thinking, but I personally think the Fisherman needs a nerf. It just is so frustrating to deal with, and you have to have the perfect response for it in almost any situation because it will always get value on any archetype. I mean, except for like Lava Hounds or an all-air deck, then sure, it probably won't get much value, but I just think the card's too good for 3 elixir. It's too good at pulling pretty much any unit in the game and just making it utterly useless paired with any type of card like a Hunter, a Ghost, like Skellies even. It's insane how good the card is. I think it needs a nerf. Maybe it's like speed that it can grab onto things would be a great nerf for it. And I know it's not used in a lot of decks, only mostly RG or like the occasional like MK deck or something random like an off-meta deck. But RG is too strong right now. It's overpowered. There's a lot of tons and tons and tons of people using it, right? Okay, that was bad. I thought that was going to time that better. That was kind of awkward, but it's all good. But to make it worse, I think the Fisherman nerf would be a perfect thing because the RG doesn't really need a nerf, in my opinion. The Monk, it could, but I don't think they're going to nerf the Monk just because the other champions in this game are pretty darn broken. Okay, by the way, that Ice Spear was kind of annoying, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, the Hog Firecracker is probably the most annoying deck ever just invented, but it's all good. He's going to go Knight right there. I don't know what that Knight was. I guess maybe he thought the Bandit was going to survive, but I can go minions like this right here on top of that to get the King Tower active for later in this game. We're going to win this game. I just need one good push. I can feel, like, this guy, I can feel the nerves on him that we're going to win. But yeah, like I said, back to the Fisherman rant, I genuinely think it needs some type of change to make it a slightly bit worse or slower or something. On top of its like just hook. Its hook is so broken is the problem. But I'm just going to go for the Ghost of Back. It's a cool concept card. Obviously, I don't want it to die or anything. It's still going to be used in RG every time. So, no matter how they nerf it, it's kind of just there. So he goes for the Evo Firecracker at the back. I'm just going to P.E.K.K.A the river. I know this is like crazy aggressive, but I'm going to go Bandit on the right to hopefully kill this Firecracker. And then I can just go for my Ram in a second here. Yeah, let's go Ram. The Tesla's going to die. This is really good, actually. I can zap that, and I think we're in a kind of a good spot here. Please kill the Tesla. How did that not die? No! No, I missed the arrows. Oh, that's so bad. I actually probably could have won the game right there, or at least gotten pretty close. Yikes. All right. Well, that was my fault. Oh, wait. Okay, that's not good. I'm just going to P.E.K.K.A preemptively. Nice. This should get value. He's going to go Hog into it. Nice. That's super good for me. He goes for a second Firecracker. Good heavens. We can just Bandit up high. Please, just somebody kill the Firecracker. I have to zap this as well. Just die. Okay, we're good. Firecracker has got to be the most stressful card ever. So Bandit's going to dash on tower. We will take those. And then there's the Tesla. I mean, I can arrows this Firecracker. I don't want to miss it this time. Bro, the Firecracker, like, doesn't move. It's so frustrating. Okay, let's go for the minions. And obviously, I cannot afford to activate King Tower, so I got to be super careful with my arrows. That's going to be fine right there. I think we P.E.K.K.A the back. Yeah, I think this is safe because even if he goes opposite lane, we have King Tower and we have Ghost and Ewiz. He has Rocket? Wait, what? Oh, shoot. That's really bad. I thought he had Earthquake. So let's go for the Ghost of back. Dang, that's actually super duper bad for me. All right, let's see. I'm going to go ram the back, and then we can just cycle our bandit, go for the arrows immediately. He's going to block the bandit. I know it. Yep, perfect. And then we can just kind of chill. I'm going to go minions like this. The P.E.K.K.A is going to get quite a bit of value. Hold up a second. He's kind of throwing. The Evo Ice is going to bail him out, though, on that left-hand side, unfortunately, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. I'm going to go ram on the right-hand side. He has to defend both sides here. Hold up a second. Now he's going to get back to a Tesla here for this ram, which sucks. Yeah, I don't know. It's very, very close right now. I think I can still win, but it's going to be hard for sure. He's going to go Hog Rider probably here on this left-hand side. So let's just go Ewiz preemptively and then Bandit up high. I thought he would go Hog, but I guess he's more patient than that. And honestly, he could probably win with only rockets, since of course we don't have a big spell. So I'm gonna go minions in the back, see if he wants to do something dumb. I can P.E.K.K.A the river. I know it's aggressive, but I think it's better to play aggressive in this matchup than just kind of let him ruin my life. Oh wow, that Ewiz was clutch. Didn't even let the firecracker shoot. Let's go ram opposite lane here. I've got my zap. Hold up, bad Tesla. Hold up a second. He's kind of throwing a bit. Gotta have my zap ready for the skellies. Yep, perfect. The minion on the left. That minion, the bandits. Go, 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 go. Keep going. Arrows that firecracker. I don't care about the king tower. I don't give a dang. Okay, so that's gonna be super good. He's gonna be saying good game. It's not over yet though. Oh my gosh, the barbs. Holy cow. Let's go P.E.K.K.A for the hog preemptively. Do it to me. Firecracker, Ewiz. Let's go. That was perfect timing on everything right there. Let's go. That's so good. Okay, P.E.K.K.A takes care of that. I think that's game. I'm going to go Ram plus Ghost just to make sure. And he's going to give up. Let's go. What a perfectly played game right there. Super good patience. Well, not perfect because I did miss that arrows on the firecracker. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and enjoyed the Butch clip as well. Peace.